Hey, good lunchtime, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great Friday today. Today, guys, I'm doing a training for some of my weight loss made easy solution clients on a project that Ellie and I have been working on for a while now. And what we're doing is we're doing kind of our own case study. What I actually did was I took some science research that I've been working on here for the last few months and kind of put together my own little protocol. And so what I like to do is I always like to put us on it first, and then I'll put a couple other people on it too that have different body types and age-wise. And because Emily and I both are seniors and we're well into our 60s, so we make good candidates for certain projects that I like to research on. But this case study, guys, this one here, I'm blown away by the results I'm getting from it. And of course, science is backing up what I'm doing here, which is really exciting for me, because this particular case study, which is I'm calling it my alternate day fasting protocol 2. And so those of you that follow me know that I have a weight loss program that's got certain protocols to it. I've got my own primal eating or ketogenic cookbook for my clients. But I'm constantly doing research and trying to improve my plans to escalate the results for my clients. But this case study that I'm doing now, man, I'm really encouraged by it, because what it is I have 3 levels here. I have 3 protocols that we do in our weight loss program. And the first one, obviously, is to get your body fat adapted and get you away from burning the sugars or the carbohydrates you guys have been doing for decades, and actually starting to switch your body to burning your own body fat for its primary energy. Because doesn't that make sense? That if you're burning your own body fat that you have stored as your primary energy source, that you might probably lose those inches around your waist, butt, or hips? Obviously, yes. And so I have the 3 protocols. The first one is called the beginner's primal eating or ketogenic meals, which we don't do any intermittent fasting yet. We're just trying to, we're changing your meals to more of a higher good dietary fat to get your body to switch to burning fat, because your body is not going to do it automatically. You just don't jump into it and thinking, okay, my body's going to burn fat. No, it doesn't work that way, step by step. Once we get your body acclimated to burning fat, then, and that could take a week or two weeks. We have a way to monitor to make sure you're in fat adaptation, which is what we call it. And we have a way to monitor it. Now, if you're not monitoring your fat loss, then you have no idea if you're actually really burning fat. And that's why it's so important for me, for my clients, to be consistent when I ask them to send me their ketone strip readings, so I know that they are actually in fat adaptation and how deep we are into that. And so that's the first part. That's the first protocol. Once you've got your body more fat adapted, then we go into the second level, which is my alternate day fasting protocol 1, which means it's going to gradually introduce you intermittent fasting with certain windows of time. We may start you out at 12 hours. We may start you out at 16 or whatever, but we want to get you to 18 to 20. And then the ultimate goal is to get you to deeper fat adaptation, which means that on your days of your fasting, because see what the alternate day fasting means is that you got one day where you're not fasting, you're eating you're eating whenever time you want to eat. Then the following day you're going to do a fasting, whatever protocol we decide that we start with. Like I said, it could be 12, could be 16, could be 18, it just depends. But our ultimate goal is on the fasting day is to eventually get you to 24 hours to where you to a point where you have no issues with any what we call hunger waves. And of course, we have a couple of secret drinks that our program will give to you. They are actually in my cookbook, and they are designed to depress your appetite, to get you ready for the 24 hours or the 36 hours or the 48 hours, which is another level. But we're trying to teach the body to acclimate itself to burning fat, because see, there's a hormone in your fat cells that actually is designed to depress your appetite. That's why people can do the 24s and the 36s and the 48s so easily, because they have no appetite. They're controlling the hormone that causes to depress the appetite, and also controlling the hormones that's causing you to have an appetite. So it works both ways. But then once you become very acclimated to alternate day fasting protocol 1, and you finally reached your 24 hours, and you're seeing the weight fall off, you're seeing the fat melting off, and you're seeing some missing abs that you haven't seen in years, then as you get closer to your results, like I said, it takes time. It could take 12 weeks, it could take 16 weeks, 18, it doesn't matter. You just keep consistent and you're going to get to the results you're looking for, but you got to make sure that you set goals. You can set some short-term goals, but the key is to set a 12-month long-term goal. Be consistent with the programs for 12 months, because that's where the magic is, okay? Takes your body a little bit of time to acclimate itself to fat adaptation. It just doesn't happen overnight. I think it took me maybe 12 months to where now I'm really, really deeply rooted in fat adaptation, and on my non-fasting days I can eat whatever I want. I'm telling you, I can eat whatever I want. Does that mean I can have a cheeseburger and fries? Absolutely. That means can I go to my granddaughter's or grandson's birthday parties and have ice cream and cake? Absolutely. Not going to affect me one bit. So we've been doing this for quite a few years now. But anyway, so once you've been acclimated to alternate day fasting number 1, then we're going to go to the next level, and that's going to be the one I'm working on right now that I'm really excited about. And science is now showing me that it's true, because it's working on us, on these old bodies. But what's crazy about this, guys, is what I'm seeing, and we've been on this protocol now for maybe 5 weeks, I think. But what I'm seeing, because see, Emily and I have already reached our goal weight. We've already reached our body fat weight. We already have abs that we haven't that we've kept consistent with for over two years now. So it is long term. It's a lifestyle now for us, and our abs are not going away at all because of the lifestyle that we are on. But there are some still hidden visceral fat or white fat in between our abs that we want to get off. And because we've lost so much body fat, that we've actually have saggy skin. And as the older you get, it takes long, the saggy skin starts to get worse. But the alternate day fasting 1 and even the going on a primal eating will actually over time help you reverse that saggy skin over time. But what I'm noticing here on this alternate day fasting case study we're doing too is it's taken off that hard to get off little body fat that's in between our ab muscles and stuff. I'm on this video here in the description section. I'll put my post. There's a post in there I did on alternate day fasting protocol 2, where I actually have all the science showing it actually works. But I posted a picture of Emily and I today, what we look like after we did we actually did 2 42-hour fastings within a 2-week span, and that we did with our alternate day fasting protocol 2, and I could not believe what my abs did in just those 2 or 3 weeks. And so I posted a picture of her and I so you could see for yourself about even people that are our age can get to a point where we can see our abs again, okay? Well, what I'm doing here is for the last 3 years, I've been documenting and by date our results. I've been documenting our exercising, I've been documenting our weights over those last 3 or 4 years, and I've been documenting our progress on increasing our weights when we're doing 72-hour fasting, when we're doing 48-hour fasting. I've been documenting how our energy levels are. I've been documenting how our recovery is after we get done training hard. I've been documenting on how we feel during a 48-hour fast working out with weights and a 72-hour fast. I've been documenting this for 2 or 3 years now, probably over 3 now, I think. So anyway, so now that I've got this new alternate day fasting case study going on, number 2, I've been documenting that in that file also. And so and I'm going to write down, I'm going to read to you what I wrote down today on the results that we're seeing so far, and we're still training really hard. And so today is, I think, the 5th, the 5th, and I have here alternate day fasting case study 2 updates. And so what I've done in my form here, or in my paperwork here, I put down Emily and I did 2 42-hour fasts in the last 2 weeks to see how our body would react to a couple longer fasts. We both did great, plenty of energy, workouts were strong, and we were fully recovered by the time we walked out of the gym, that's every day now. For the last few years, it's every day. We recover very, very fast, which science is showing this lifestyle that we're introducing to our clients. That's what science is saying. That's one of the benefits of it, is a increase of energy and an increase of certain hormones that help to build lean muscle mass as you're losing weight, and those hormones help to lose weight too. We are around 4 weeks to 5 weeks in this case study and seeing some great results so far. It looks to me that alternate day fasting protocol 2 is an excellent, will be an excellent addition to my 2 other protocols, which I already explained what those 2 others are. Guy, this is what blows me away. So I had to put this in there. I mean, maybe someday I'll write a book and put some of this information in there. I'm not sure yet. Guys, I'm blown away how alternate day fasting 2 is working for us. We both are definitely seeing the benefits of getting that last bit of fat off of our abs, and how our saggy skin is burning off. Now remember, we are both seniors, well into our 60s. We blew the myth out of the water that when you're 40 plus, you can't get abs. I mean, I don't know why people think that they can't do it. Probably because nobody's ever shown them, and maybe they've tried and they don't really have structure, or they don't have accountability. But if you look into my post that I'll be putting in the description with this video, and click on it, and you go to the bottom where it says conclusion, and of course all the science research will be in that post also. You guys who follow me know I like to use the phrase documentation will always overrule conversation. I mean, what better research than that if there's actual visual pictures of 2 old people that are going through the same protocols that I take my clients through. as long as you have the will and you have the determination and you set some goals, and make sure that you set a long-term goal up to 12 months. As long as you do that, you are going to be successful. Now, the only way now with all this science out there and with all the education that I give to my clients and research that I want them to see, there's only one way you're going to fail if you the only way you're going to fail is if you quit, because there's too much science. I mean, we've already proved that. So if that's the only way you're going to fail, because science has already shown us that it works. So you just don't quit. You just plug along. Now, are you going to have some roadblocks? Are you going to have some bumps in the road? Absolutely, but that's what coaching's for. That's to get you through those, so that once you leave the coaching, you're educated enough to just keep doing it for the rest of your life. So, what I've done is, like I said, if you go to the description, hit the blog post I put on there, you have science. For example, science metabolism. They did a study and looked at 60 people and they put them on this alternate day fasting as well, and the results were phenomenal, because I've got that report in that blog post, but the results were remarkable. Now, Emily and I, on Alternate Day Fasting 1, guys, you're sticking to the primal eating or a ketogenic diet even on your non-fasting days, okay? And for us, we've been doing no breakfast, morning breakfast, for years. We don't like to work out with food in our stomachs. Now, can you do that? Yes, if you just wait 2 or 3 hours, let your food digest, and then train, because obviously what we're going after is in a fasted state. Science is telling us that if we work out in a fasted state, men will boost up their growth hormones by 2,000%, and women will boost up their growth hormones by 1,300%. And that puts you into a state which is called autophagy, which is known to help add lean muscle and burn fat, because when you get into that environment or that stage of autophagy, you're actually producing your own new muscle stem cells. That's the only way you're going to add lean muscle, is if you're producing your own muscle stem cells, new muscle stem cells. And so that's the advantage of working out in a fasted state. But the cell metabolism did research on 60 people showing that on their non-fasting day, they didn't care what they ate. They could have breakfast at 7 in the morning or 8 or 9. They have their lunch at 12 or 1, or they have their third meal before they go to bed. If they want snacks, they can do whatever they want. But they had to do an extreme 24-hour fast the following day. And so they did this over a period of time, and they took these 60 people, split them up. They put some on the alternate day fasting, and then they put others on the standard American diet, which your carbohydrates were high or low fat. Well, the ones that did the alternate day fasting, they blew the other group out. They lost tons of weight, and they had no cravings at all. And that's where the next research came in by the Nutritional Journal, that the ones that were on the alternate day fastings, they were more successful in very few. I think one of them dropped out, but it was so flexible because they knew that they could have whatever they want the following day. They stuck with it for a longer period, for the whole trial. And the ones that were doing the alternate day fasting, during their 24-hour fasting days, they had no appetite. They had no hunger waves. That's why it was so easy for them. The ones that did the standard American diet, or the ones that did the higher carb diets, they failed. They didn't lose near as much body fat as the alternate day fasting. Isn't that crazy? Then, let's see, was there another one? let's see. And there was another science research site that did it. I think it was called the Flexibility or something like that. Anyway, they also did and I mean, all three of the ones that I had here, they all three said the exact same thing. The outcome was the same thing, so it was pretty consistent with each other. Now, I did list 4 or 5 more different science sites that did the same thing and the same results. So it's not just 1 or 2 sites that are proving this alternate day fasting being the best way to not only that, but slow premature aging, but to lose your body fat over a period of time, and it's long term. And that's why I'm so excited about it. And it looks like to me that this is going to be an added addition to our Weight Loss Made Easy Solution weight loss plan. Now, this is also, science is showing, this is benefiting those with medical issues, all medical issues. I mean, especially those with type 2 diabetes. There's doctors that have actually put this as their main platform for reversing type 2 diabetes or reversing obesity and many other. Now, there's also USC. Those of you that have followed me know that I use that research a lot. USC came up with a 72-hour fast research proving that the body will actually produce its own new stem cells during a prolonged fast. There's a doctor by the name of Dr. Thomas Seifield out of Boston College who uses these protocols to put people into autophagy, prolonged fasting, to starve cancer cells, and he has found that in his research that by putting your body into a state of autophagy, that you're going to actually starve the cancer cells. And he found that it shrank brain tumors, brain cancer tumors, and he did a lot of research. So this is nothing new. It's just that you guys don't know about it yet. So anyway. So guys, this is just a little training for my clients, just to let them know that alternate day fasting protocol 2 is going to be added now to my weight loss program because of the effectiveness not only it has on us, but of course science is proving it. And I needed something to escalate their results in our 12-week program, 8 or 12-week program, so they can see their results much faster. Like I said, I now know, and science is showing this and proving it, that the only way that you can possibly fail at this, at getting the results you're looking for, is by quitting too soon. That's how you're going to fail. If you just focus on long term and set some realistic short terms, you're going to get results. I mean, all my clients that are doing this, they're losing weight. They're losing within 2 weeks, 1 to 2 to 3 weeks, they're losing between 10 to 15 pounds right off the bat. Now, this isn't water weight, guys. This is actually body fat, because once you get educated on fat adaptation and understand what that means, then you can see why it works. I mean, it's pretty simple. It's very simple. If you're dipping into your own body fat as its primary source of fuel to operate throughout the day, 7 days a week, 24/7, do you think maybe over time you possibly might lose inches of fat throughout your whole body? Absolutely, guys. Okay, guys, so those of you that aren't in my Facebook group, Weight Loss Made Easy Solution, you might want to join it, because I do have a lot of good downloads there. And I've also put some of my fat burning recipe meals in there also, so go ahead and join it. And also, you guys, invite your friends and family members to join it also. Those of you that aren't part of my YouTube channel yet, you can type in Bill Mabry subscribe to it because these videos will be on there also. I'll have training videos on there also. Facebook no longer lets me, I used to do a lot of live Facebooks, but they no longer let me download those and put into my YouTube channel. So I have to go to YouTube now and make these videos first and then give them to my clients as a training module. Okay, guys? So you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys at the next training. Bye.